Yeah, Meanie in the building.
Opinion so sharp, it cut you in your feelings. Minion with opinion, facts not feelings. Running up the views, yeah, the real ones feel it. Truth with the smoke, I ain't never concealing. Click, like, sub, I'm the one that's revealing. Scroll through the cap, I break the illusion. Commentary fire, I'm starting a movement. Catch these bars like it's court and I'm suing. Mic like a gavel and I'm judged, no losing. Snapbacks, hood facts, yeah, I'm in my bag. Viral with a vision, the facts will make you gag. Minion in the mix, yo DJ, bring it back. Y'all be ducking truth, I be swinging with the facts. They scrolling and trolling, but they still listening. I make them laugh, then I drop the conviction in. Politics, gossip, real life decisioning. Every upload hit like a Rico depositioning.
Hey, what's good, everybody? It is the Minion with Opinion, doing another live video on, actually got a lot of stuff to talk about. It's a lot of stuff going on out in Dalton, out in Houston, down here in Houston. So I decided to go ahead and do a little live show so we could talk about it all. There's so much stuff to talk about. So one of the first things, I don't know if you guys saw this morning, but there was definitely, I don't know if you guys saw, but there was a fight earlier this morning, I guess during school hours in Dalton, where a mom basically assaulted a little kid. She got into it with the kids that were kind of going at it, and instead of breaking it up and being an adult, you know, and showing them how they're supposed to resolve issues, this woman actually showed them what not to do. And so hopefully we see some justice being served to this woman. So we're gonna get into that. We also gonna talk about Houston, down here in Houston where I'm at. The feds just stepped in and they just raided a church down here for trafficking people and all types of stuff. So we're going to talk about that. And then, of course, we are going to get into the Jedidiah Daryl Eugene Coleman, aka Jedidoodoo, aka Jedidiah, aka the scumbag terrorist running the streets of Harvey. But we're gonna get into him at the end of the show. But we ain't gonna take too much time before we get there. But before we get into the show, of course, guys,
Yo, what's up?
all right, y'all. Definitely want to say what's up to everybody coming in. And if you just not joining, what's up? What's good? We got, let's see here. Let me go ahead and open up the chat. We have Karis Washington. What's good, Karis? How you doing from Columbus, Ohio? What's good? What's good? All right, so we are going to be getting into all the stuff that I just talked about. Before we get into it, though, I'm gonna give everybody, I guess we're gonna take a little time to give you all some time to come in before I start getting into all the madness. So before we jump into it, again, let's go ahead and... What's good, babe? A lot of people would say, one person said I should post this video, post this song.
Bring that ass here, boy! You a bitch.
Fake ass teeth, can't even floss that shit. Doc every month just to get them shits whitened. Ho, get in that corner for I beat you with a switch. Talk big online, bitch. You really ain't shit. Broke ass clown, you and yo slow ass mama. Look like Rumpelstiltskin, crossbred with a llama. Jedidiah ducking shots, big head bulletproof. Scamming on your fans, think they all stupid goofy. Lost every case,
So yeah,
real talk where the
do me a
winds at.
favor and
Claim you big dog,
hit the like button as you
you a
come
little
in.
pussycat. Deleting all the proof, trying to evidence. Fake ass advocate, ho, you irrelevant. Bald head, crusty face, fake teeth, motherfucker. Teeth slipping out, that's from all that dick sucking. Hand picking rivals while you preaching the Bible.
So yeah,
Say you run the city, nah, you running for survival. Begging for a lawyer, cause your pockets on E. Got smoked in your cases, now you begging the people. Whole style goofy, your persona's a scam. You the type to drop the soap just to take it up the ass. Fake teeth, bald head, looking like incest. Ain't won a case yet.
Boy, you black bitch, you bring that ass here.
Broken brainless.
No, you black bitch, you bring that ass here again.
I said what I said. Chris's little pet. Chris the little pet.
All right, guys. So that was my little song that I had made for him a little while back. But as you guys can see, look at this shit right here. This man, he had a case. Now, the reason why you guys are seeing that little screenshot of that case that I have up is because this man said that he hasn't had to work in 20 years. He hasn't had to have a regular 9 to 5. He hasn't had to do anything but advocate, which, by the way, he hasn't gotten any successes, any victories out of his advocating. There's been nobody that's seen anything come as a result of his advocating. So people can say Dalton, but Dalton would have happened regardless. But let me say this. He said that he never had to have a job in the 20 years that he's been advocating, right? Well, obviously the boy had to have something, because why is it right here? You guys see security guard says black activism and bisexuality got him fired. In 2020, he filed a lawsuit against a security company because they fired his ass, and he said they fired him because he was bisexual and because he was an activist. So, I mean, bisexual and an activist, really? Look. He was bisexual and an activist, y'all. This is what I think of that.
God have mercy upon us.
Yeah. So, and as you guys can see in the case, it was in the Northern District of Georgia, Atlanta Division, Jedidiah Brown against Jackson Protection Agency, LLC. We're not going to get into the case tonight because there's just so much to talk about, y'all. I don't have enough room in just one stream to talk about all the stuff that we could talk about when it comes to Jedidiah Brown. But we gonna talk about his live video. I'm gonna do a reaction, like kind of like what Late Night Crew did earlier, but I'm gonna do my version of my live reaction for that ass. All right, so yeah, we not finished with you, Jedidiah.
Boy, you black bitch, you bring that ass here, boy.
All right, so before I get into it though, y'all, what is up, Goddess Lena? What is up? And of course, Beth McBride in the building. We got Conscious in the building. What's good, Conscious? Uh-oh, we got Laura in the building. Good try, chat box. What's up, Javar? What's good, MC Heavyweight? What is up, Shanita? What is good, y'all? So we gonna talk about a few things. Like I said, before we get into the Jedidoodoo of it all, first off, y'all hit that motherfucking like button. Come on, y'all. I ain't looking at the chat. I ain't looking at the viewers. I ain't looking at none of that stuff. I mean, I'm looking at the chat every now and then so I can at least, highlight some of y'all's comments or whatever, but y'all can at least do me the favor of liking the video. You feel me? That's all I'm asking. Y'all just like the video. All right. So, and we got Grave Secret in the building. What's good, Grave Secret? How you doing tonight? All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and let's get into it. First thing we're gonna talk about, I'm not gonna talk about Houston first, but we're gonna get into what is going on in Dalton, y'all. It is a madhouse in Dalton. People are upset. So Toya Latif basically posted this post earlier today, y'all. And the crazy thing about this post, I don't know if y'all are members of Dalton Politics. I took myself off the member role of Dalton Politics. I can't be a part of that organization no more because they with the fuckery and the foolery, okay? But she had posted this in Dalton Politics and they took it down. I tried to go back to Dalton Politics to find it and it was gone. So I don't know what's going on with Dalton Politics, why they would take this down, because this is something that's very serious and that everybody in Dalton should know about and be talking about. So why would they take it down? But let's go ahead and let's read this. All right, I hope y'all can read this. It says, imagine getting a call from your 13-year-old daughter saying that a grown woman pulled out a knife on her during a fight involving her child, saying that she has several slices on her own arm, and you being 20 to 30 minutes away from the scene. Then imagine reaching out to the local law enforcement for help, not knowing the severity of your child's condition. All I know is my baby was crying and I wasn't there in her critical time of need. And now imagine getting to the scene and being told by your local police department that me and my husband's emotional response was unnecessary and irrational. They didn't even bother to go to this woman's door to ask questions concerning the matter. In fact, we still don't know who this lady is. Instead, they told us that this was a school matter. They refused to make a report. They denied us the right to make a police report. I have never in my life experienced this type of negligence from people who I am paying my tax dollars for to protect and serve our children. My first response as a parent is you do what I got to do, but is do what I gotta do. But who is this lady? Does anyone know who she is? I want her arrested. I want Officer Ty Young Jr. of the police department in Dalton to be held accountable. for the way he ignored and failed my daughter, fire the whole department. And by the way, the school was never notified of the full incident. Instead, I received a call saying that my daughter would be suspended from the bus for 7 days. All right, y'all. So this was what I woke up to because I saw Trina. She was talking about it. Then we had super producer who broke the story this morning, all in the queue. So if you guys haven't done so already, make sure that y'all subscribe to Trina's channel and all in the queue to their YouTube channels. But this is what I woke up to, and you know, I looked at the pictures, and these were the pictures, guys. So let's just look at some of these pictures. You got this woman who has her hand up, like, what is going on? What? So look at this woman right here, and basically they're saying that this is a knife, and I'm gonna show you a little bit more in just a second. But they're saying that basically this right here, oh, let me clear that and make it a different color. So yeah, they're saying that this thing right here is pretty much a knife. All right, so let's go to the next. And then this is the woman's actual selfie mug. So I don't know if anybody in Dalton, if y'all know who this is, but this is the woman who was trying to basically stab the kid. So let's go and let's look. This was her comment. All right, but let's go back real quick. And let's look at this video. And then we go look and see if this was a knife. I don't know if the video is still on here, because it was. Okay, here go one video.
Y'all don't even know her. So why the fuck do you want to fight her? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. When you see her, don't say shit to her. Don't get on her bus. So why you get on her bus? Because your ass gonna be in trouble tomorrow. What you was on that for?
Oh, boy, y'all shouldn't be down.
Shut the fuck up. I'm not talking to you, Paris. Why the fuck was you on her bus? Do not do. Bitch, don't come back to her. Then it's gonna be me and you. It's gonna be me and you.
How is she gonna be talking about calling this little girl a bitch? Like, is this how as black people, this how we acting now in 2025? We can't have no type of, this is how you showing these girls to act when there's an issue. Instead of issue resolution, you doing issue escalation.
Now you gonna have to go get your mama. You got it.
She can't.
You what?
Oh, what you gonna do? What? And what you gonna do? What? And what you gonna do?
Wow. Wow. She said, can you move? Can you move? Because you yelling at me. You in my personal space. She ain't said, I would have said the same thing. Get your ass out my... No, but you know, I would have tried to be respectful like this girl doing. She basically being real respectful. She ain't raised her voice or nothing. The woman said, or what? The girl said, can you move? So basically anything that this girl would have said, she would have had something smart to say in response. Because the girl just asked, can you move? Which, yeah, you shouldn't even be up in her space like that. You should have been asking her to get her mama on the phone. Why is you even approaching this little girl like that? But here's the other video, y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think.
Yeah. I don't know who to root for. Come on, come on.
So the mama is there letting them fight. First off, that's the first thing. She letting them fight instead of breaking them up. And then she over there really helping her daughter. This is really like a jumping situation. What the hell is going on? Before we finish this video though, let me see what you guys are saying in the comment section. Cause I know this is crazy. All right, let me close this out real quick. Let's see. Let me pull my chat down some because it's quite a few chats. All right. Javar says, you bypassed the video, you gotta go up. Oh yeah. No, I found it. Thank you, Javar. Yes, the best decision I made. Oh, what's that? Miss Sugar, what a blessing talking to your kids, taking your kids out of school. I know, definitely. I'm glad you did. Who is she? Oh my God, her and her child should be handled. Definitely, Shanita, I totally agree with you. This is foolishness and fuckery at its finest. What's good, Miss Sugar? Thank you for joining the live. I saw the footage on Trina's live. Very disgusting and disturbing behavior. I don't regret pulling my daughter out of public school. This is definitely the type of stuff that will make you want to pull your kids out of public school. Hell, at this point, you don't even need to do a private school. Hell, I would just rather them be homeschooled because you can't trust nobody. You can't trust nobody, really, to tell you the truth. We are living in a do or die times. You have to protect your peace. I'm telling you, this is crazy. Woo, child, wait until she get up the 5th floor of RTU at the county. Keep that energy, exactly. Keep that same energy to your inmate partner, or whatever you call the person that's rooming with you in your cell. Because you got this energy for a little bitty girl, a little child. Make sure you have that energy when you with them inmates. She definitely need to be going to jail, DJ Bled. Definitely. This lady is an absolute trash on multiple levels. She needs to be arrested. She not only needs to be arrested, her kids need to be taken away from her. Because I know she got more than one child. She probably got more than one different baby daddy for each one. But this is not the way that you teach children in the community how to act in society. Like, this is trash behavior. Bottom of the barrel, hood rat, hood booger, low life. This is what and this is the type of person that probably would support INA. The mama is somebody that probably would support somebody like Jedidiah. She definitely, look, I'm telling y'all, that's exactly.
You going to jail. You're going to jail.
She definitely going to jail. Okay. It is messy, Beth. This is definitely very, very messy. And I want to see what the Dalton mayor has to say about this. Because like I said, y'all, this was posted in Dalton Politics and they took it down. So we need to know why did they take this down? And Jason House should have been more concerned about this and instead of going on a damn podcast with Jedidiah Brown. Why are you going on live with Jedidiah when you need to be going to the damn police station, talking to the chief and figuring out what's going on with this? And what was the man name? Something Young. Officer Terry Young, the same officer, this is the same officer who got 303 hours, you know, with all the police scandals that was happening with Tiffany Hinger. Yeah, this is him refusing to do a police report. So he should have been gone. As soon as Tiffany was out of office, that should have been one of the first things they did was fire his ass. But, you know, they kept him for whatever reason. But then you end up with this. Another liability, another lawsuit, because this is definitely something that I would sue. I would sue the police department. I would sue everybody. I don't know if I am more the fighting made me upset or the others recording on their phones. But you know what, Miss Sugar, I get it. You know, a lot of people be like, you know, why are y'all recording? Y'all should be calling the police. But to be honest, I appreciate these people recording this stuff, even though they probably was doing it for clicks and views and for clout. I appreciate them recording it because this is all the evidence that the police need. This is everything that they need wrapped up in one. You don't have to go around asking no neighbors if they saw anything to corroborate the story. You can see it in HD. Did Daryl look fucked up? What's good, Dave Bryson? What's good? Yep, homeschool is, at this point, is the best way. I'm telling you. Oh, what? DJ Bled is your husband. Uh-oh. We got the married couple in the house. Uh-oh. But yeah, y'all, this was sickening. Like, I'm trying to get through with these comments because I don't want to get too far down and have to go back up, y'all. But they need to find out where she works, if she has a professional job. I doubt she even have she probably on Section 8. But you know what? I ain't gonna even say that because she probably do have a job. But we do need to figure it out. We do need to figure it out. The plant lady said, I done lost all respect for Jason House, especially going on Jed's Live. Really? After you seen all the stuff that he's been doing, maybe he don't know though, y'all. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe let's give Jason House the benefit of the doubt and say that he don't know about what's going on to Harvey. Let's say he don't know how this man has been targeting, harassing, and I mean bullying Vivian, Beth, Amir. We're gonna say that he don't know about all that. Okay? So is also kids that seem to be reordering, not other adults. That seems, oh, it seems to be recording. I know. That's the bad thing, that it is kids doing it, but you know, at least we had the footage, y'all. Let's finish this video out.
Oh!
What? See? And look, she got the knife now. You see her? You see her? Wow. Wow. She looking at her arms. You can tell she done got cut. See, look, this is the girl's daughter right here. So if this the girl's daughter and she grabbing her hair, why are you even in the picture? What is she even there for? This the girl's daughter right here. And this is her lunging at the girl. The girl done backed up. The girl done backed up. And this is the girl lunging at the girl again. See? The girl don't even look, I mean, she not even doing anything. And this girl is, but this face though, she is really trying with this face. But yeah, she mad. She mad. And the mama, let's see if we can go up a little more. She couldn't even hit the girl. Couldn't even hit the girl. They got the girl way on the side of the head and didn't even hit her good. What kind of shit is that? Oh, she was grabbing her hair. Oh, that's what she did. So she grabbed her hair. And what is this? Is this the knife right here? This look like the knife right here. Y'all let me know what y'all think this is. Y'all think this a knife? I think that could be a knife. I can see why she got her arm cut. Cause look, the girl is like slicing her arm. That looked like a knife to me. See, yeah, that is a knife. She literally she's slicing this girl's arm up. And then she still got it in her hand. Y'all see it? That's crazy. And you see everybody recording it. This girl recording it. So they got plenty of videos. This girl laughing and recording. This is so sick and pathetic. This is so, and then they got this little dog out here. This is crazy. This is madness. And just so we can go back, as you go onto the post, y'all can see that this is what the woman had in her hand. And so y'all see, this is what the woman was using. So yeah, y'all, it's crazy. Crazy. So, and then what the woman said in her post was, close this out. Does this look like a real a rat tail comb to you. This is an aggravated assault with a weapon against a minor. This is also child endangerment to all of the other children who was out there. This is careless act of violence. And then when I go off, I'm irrational. I want her locked up now. I agree. Lock this heifer up. Somebody needs to definitely lock her up and throw the key away. All right. Hey, what's good? So let me see what you guys look, Shanita say, I got the same knife. Exactly. You can't lie and say that's not a knife. Who you trying to fool? We see that. We know what a knife look like. That's a knife for 100 Al. Okay, it came from Sam's Club. I have the same one. Look, everybody got that knife. You mean? DJ Bless says the knife. Cynthia Moss says, I'm not giving Jason a pass. He got more important things to be doing than getting involved with this idiot. It seems ones people put in place ain't planning out. They all swapped for the devil for the witch. A woman, a mother, an adult would have broken it up. Exactly, Shanita. Exactly. This is definitely not a adult, a woman. She is a hood booger. What's good, Charlie girl? What is up, Ramona? What's up, Condia? But these kids just be focused on getting the recording to show others later, not calling 911 for stopping the fight. Exactly. That's the shameful part. Jed even speaks against Democrats. Nah, F that million. House knows. Stop it in my tier voice. Okay? House, you know, stop it. Stop it. In my tier voice. Stop it. You know what's going on. I'm being funny when I say I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. Laura said, I mean, there was enough phones out recording for somebody to say, you know what, let me call the police. Y'all still would have been able to get the footage, but, you know, one person at least could have said, let me call the police. So this is, I mean, it definitely is a very concerning. I mean, is this where we're at? Even the kids are insensitive to violence. Like, even the kids don't care. They want to record it. Yes, Miss Sugar, a child. That woman did that to a child. And yes, the mama was cutting her. What's up, Common Sense? You think House is legit? I mean, you know, it's I don't just give anybody, trust anybody just blindly. You know, I'm not gonna just say, oh yeah, he a good person because I ain't never seen him curse or I ain't never seen him go off or anything. You know, the jury's still out. The jury is still out. She cut her hand to further proof of the attack. Disgusting. Yes. The community need to be at her door. I agree. Everybody, it shouldn't take Jedidiah doing a live show before the community says, okay, let me get involved. You know what I'm saying? Like, people be acting like Jedidiah is the reason for people getting involved, but what is Jedidiah doing that the community can't do their goddamn self? That's what I need to know. The community, you guys can get your asses outside, go knock on doors. And I tell you what, if y'all need somebody to come out there, I'll take my ass out there. I will do a fund that y'all can donate to, and I will take my ass to Dalton and to Harvey, Illinois, especially for one of the meetings. But I don't care. I feel like there's nothing that Jedidiah can do that the residents of Dalton can't do their goddamn self. But Artist Boutique was good. Holding a knife by a blade means that she is unhinged. Yeah, she definitely a cray-cray. She definitely crazy with the way she holding this knife. Yeah, she about Terry Young is the police who let the woman go. Right. So I wonder if they know each other. All right, so yeah, what are we gonna do about this, y'all? What are we gonna do? Y'all let me know. What do y'all think is the way to go when it comes to this violence in Dalton and holding these people accountable? The next thing I wanted us to look at real quick while we on Dalton, y'all, because Dalton is doing some crazy stuff. Let's look at this video. Somebody did like a Dalton watchdog video. So look.
I'm telling you, sir, I don't want to be on your camera.
Sir, you know the reason I'm here. Okay?
It doesn't matter. Then why do you have the camera on?
I do not want you to come here because now this is the newly village hall. They have offices that's open to here. This side is not for the public, only over there.
So yeah, this person did a video of the village of Dalton, kind of like a watchdog type of video. And they basically expose what's going on in Dalton now that Jason House is in office. So let's take a look.
Most despicable mayors in history, Tiffany Henyard. So come along with me and let's pay them a visit and see how different things are now. Let's go.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Thank you very much. No problem.
Hi. Thank you.
You want in?
Yes, thank you. Is the mayor's office in here?
It is.
Is he available?
I'm not certain.
You're not certain?
No,
Can you check
on
for
the
me?
main floor.
Can you check for me?
First off, why is she so rude? She could have said, hello, how you doing? Is it, like, just rude. That's why I don't like dealing with black folks in businesses. Put a smile on your face. Greet the people with a welcoming greeting. Hello, how you doing today? Don't take much.
You gotta check with the information base.
How you doing, sir?
Not videotaping.
Not you.
See, this is what I'm saying. Don't nobody even say hi. Is this how you get greeted when you go to Dalton Village, to the village hall? You can't even get a hi. How you doing? What's up? What's good? These people are something else with their rude ass.
Personally, I'm just documenting my.
It's not videotaping me, though. That's what I'm saying, sir, because I don't want to be on video. This is a public place, but I'm not supposed to be on video.
Well, why are you the first person that people see when you walk into this public building if you don't want to be on camera? And if you're not supposed to be on camera, why are you the literally, in the words of Jedidiah, literally the first thing that people see when they walk through the door? Sir, go find another job.
If you could turn that off, I would appreciate it.
I'm just documenting what I'm doing here today, sir. It's nothing personal.
I understand it's nothing personal me asking you to turn that off while you're in here.
Yeah, but how can I document my activity here if I turn it off?
I don't know, sir, but I don't want to be videotaped.
Oh my God. don't know, sir, but I don't want to be videotaped. I don't give a damn how you planned on covering this visit, as long as it don't include videotaping me or the inside of this building. This is hilarious.
So you're not willing to help me unless I turn it off?
Yes, sir.
Why is that?
I just told you.
But you're in public, sir.
Sir, I just told you. So.
And you know what? It's the thing that, another thing about black people that I don't understand. If you do have a concern about something, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. You have this smug, I don't give a fuck about what you think attitude. Like, if you ain't trying to do what I'm trying to do, I don't give a damn what you gotta say attitude, thinking that that's gonna convince somebody to do it your way. You know, you get more bees with honey than vinegar. Maybe just try being nice to the guy and say, look, I feel you. I feel you. You know, it is, you know, I ain't against you, you know, but I just don't want to be on your camera. You feel me? I know you can feel me. Like, you know, at least be nice to the guy. Maybe he'll be like, okay, well, I got you. I got you. I ain't gonna put you on camera. You know, help me out, big dog. You know what I'm saying? I can help you. I'm gonna give you the information you looking for. Just don't put me on camera. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. You know what I'm saying? But black people always gotta be so, you know, I said I don't want to be recorded. Looking away, putting your nose up. Like, dude, who you think you are as the receptionist of the Dalton Village Hall, to where if you tell me that you don't want to be recorded, I'm supposed to say, oh, okay. Sir, sit your big goofy ass down. Hey, what's up, Mike? Thank you I appreciate the donation. Well, we see that what ain't changed, no videoing. Okay, they still not gonna let you video up in that village hall. No matter who is the mayor, apparently, they still gonna violate your First Amendment rights. They don't give a damn. First Amendment rights? What they got to do with what's going on up in here in the village hall? Take your First Amendment rights and your camera and get on the other side of that door. They don't care nothing about nobody's rights. Man. Hey, dude look like he gonna cry. He is PO'd, y'all. He is mad. Beth says, I know the receptionist. He usually is a really decent guy. Well, you know.
Yeah,
that's the way I feel.
That's a violation of my rights.
Okay, it's a violation of my rights.
No, because we're all in public.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you have a right to
Wait a minute. Look, again. This man is a fucking joke. Are you kidding me right now? Let me try to hey, y'all, before I go, hey! We got Amir Shakur Speaks in the building. They need to retrain the police. They still are suffering from the last regime. Bad seats need to be weeded out. Jason standing with Jedidiah today was a bad move. I totally agree, Amir. I mean, you know, this is not going to age very well for Jason House. I'm sorry, Jason. It's just not. Thank you, Miss Sugar. Thank you. I appreciate the donation. I appreciate it. If the mayor stood with Jed, that was not good. I don't even know. I gotta see. Y'all let me know if the footage is already out of their interview with each other, and then we can look at it together, because I haven't seen it yet. You know, I usually catch Jedidiah stuff on Late Night Crew, and then I have to go back to his page because I don't be knowing what he's doing. So, what's good? It's crazy. Random news in the building. Hey, so y'all let me know if the video of Jedidiah and Jason House is out, but let's finish this because this is crazy.
You'll take me, sir.
I have a right to record in public.
Okay, record.
Yeah. Is the mayor available?
No, sir.
But let's listen to what he said again, though. This was too funny.
Right. Okay. That doesn't mean you have a right to.
Let me go back a little bit more.
Of my rights.
Okay. It's a violation of my rights.
No, because we're all in public.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you have a right to videotape me, sir.
I have a right to record in public.
Okay, record.
Yeah. Is the mayor available?
No, sir.
Is not here?
No, sir.
He bad.
Can I make an appointment to possibly meet with him?
Sure.
Thank you.
He is big mad. Amir.
Fill that out at the table.
Thank you.
He said, fill that out over there. Take your ass over there. That is too funny. With his mean ass. Shanita says, Amir, I don't know why, but I am so sorry about, oh shit. About, what happened to you and your daughter. Jason should get far from the drama. I don't know why he would tie himself up with this. This is, I mean, really, this is crazy for him to do. Thank you, Miss Sugar. I don't know if I acknowledged that. I don't know if I saw that or acknowledged that, but I watched it right before you started your live. Oh shit. Oh, I need to find it because we can hop right into that. Let's see. Let me see if I can find it. Where is it at? On YouTube? Is it on the tube? Let me go find it real quick, y'all. I'm gonna let this play out while I go look for it real quick.
All right, sir. I just have my email here and meeting with the mayor, just matters of public interest. So they can contact me through this email here.
You don't have your name on here, sir.
Yeah, but I don't have to put my name down, sir.
Okay, sir. I'm telling you, sir, I don't want to be on your camera.
Sir.
Oh, he got loud. I had to look back. He said, hey, I'm telling you, sir, I don't want to be on your camera. He pointed his finger. This man is, I mean, why not? You're at a public place, sir. At this point, it's like, just let the man tape you. What harm is it going to do to you? You looking more of a fool by telling him not to record you than by just letting him record you. It's like you doing too much.
You're not the reason I'm here. Okay?
It doesn't matter. Then why do you have the camera on?
Because
if I'm not the reason you're
because
here,
I'm documenting my entire activity here, sir.
No, sir. No, sir.
So you're refusing to take my
It's down here, sir, so you can leave.
Damn. He said it's down here, sir, so you can leave. Now, you know that man, what he gonna do with that form as soon as that man leave. Jason House or whoever's supposed to file these forms will never, ever see this form a day in life. Once that man leave, that form is going to be property of the BFI. I see the thing though, y'all. I found it. All right, so let's look at it
when
together.
you're hosting plans go to pieces.
It got, you know,
Favor brings you HEB now.
We gotta do
This
these
brilliant
damn,
device keeps your home cool in summer, even during heat waves and power outages. It's smaller than a lunchbox. Cool.
Here we go. All right, y'all. Let's watch this damn interview. Sheesh. Okay, so we're gonna go into theater mode. We're gonna watch the chat too.
The screen in just a moment. But I need to pause because I see we're having a technical issue.
Yeah, one of the things.
Oh, no, we're not. There it is. Okay. So, first of all, thank you guys for being here tonight. I want to give a shout out to our resources, investigative advocating, and organizing. I definitely want to put a lot of sauce and love on my For the Culture family. And I am appreciative for our viewers on both Facebook and on YouTube tonight. What we're going to be doing here in just a moment is bringing up a man that I'm pretty sure a lot of people would love to hear from.
I'm not
And to
about
give
to
us
do
an
this.
update because
Listen.
he is, if I'm not mistaken, at least 2 weeks away from his first 100 days in office as the newest mayor of the village of Dalton. And so, ladies and gentlemen, without any more delay, please welcome Mayor Jason House. How you doing, sir? Good evening.
I'm doing wonderful. How you been, Jed?
Phenomenal.
Oh, Lord.
Absolutely phenomenal.
Love it.
How does it feel waking up as the mayor?
It feels amazing. You know, we've been working towards trying to keep a continuation of previous, because I think the trustees and myself, we had to work really, really good together along with the community. And I know there's been some tears that hopefully we can start to repair. But I mean, overall, I think everybody's worked well together, and we really just keep pushing forward. We're uncovering some old mess, and we're starting to bring civility, and we're writing that path on changing the narrative, which we said we would do.
That's absolutely exciting. Before we get into all that, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of things that are changing, I want to try to jump back to something. I want to know, was this poetic for you? So after all of these situations and this fighting and this running the campaign, once you're elected, then a pope is elected who comes from your city.
Well, and no pun intended, but it's a blessing, you know. So we really get that revelation, and it's the perfect timing where you got a new energy coming in, and you have residents who have said for time and time again that last administration did not represent the community. So it's
Now, one thing I will say, I don't know how much the last administration did or didn't represent the community, but I think the biggest thing that was wrong with the last administration was the way that Tiffany talked to everybody. I think if Tiffany would have continued doing everything that she was doing, but talked to people with respect, with dignity, with compassion, and still grifted them, she still would have been able to get away with everything that she did. Because, I mean, she was doing a lot of outdoor community events for the people. So, you know, whether or not you liked her or not, she was bringing unity in the community in some type of form or fashion. You know, so the only thing she did really was talk crazy to people and mismanage the funds. So he don't talk to people crazy, but
to get that news and just show that great things come out of Dalton, the path we're going forward. And, you know, we just want to continue living up to positive affirmations, the community we really are. And that's it for us.
But did you kind of feel like it was like God? Was it a sign? Was it anything for you at any time, like the timing of this?
You know, I would love to feel like that, it is. It must be. I mean, you know, the universe works, and the universe works.
You know what? I will say this though, y'all. Y'all remember there was a time, I don't know, y'all let me know if y'all felt this, but I feel like there was a time when we didn't know if the trustees was going to be able to get through it, right? Because Tiffany kept winning them cases. She was, she was getting, cases dismissed and all types of stuff. We were like, these trustees, I mean, obviously from the first time when they tried to do the recall and lost, and then after that, it was just like she just kept seeming to get more and more powerful to the point to where we thought that nobody was going to be able to stop her. I know there was a lot of people who probably felt at some point during this whole thing with Tiffany that we wasn't going to be able to stop her, that she was in cahoots with Kwame Raoul because nobody was coming out. We thought that she was, with the Delgado, she had a whole bunch of different connections. So we didn't think that we was going to be able to get rid of Tiffany. And I think that that's kind of symbolic of this moment that we're in right now with Jed. It feels like Jed is still being able to, rub elbows with all these people who, whatever, who are in positions of power, and nothing is happening to him. He's able to go around vandalizing and terrorizing the community with impunity. And so, I feel like this is where we're at with this person right here, Jedidiah. It feels like, he's just going to be able, but God is going to step in. I'm telling y'all, when y'all think that there's nothing, that people are going to be able to do to stop this guy, God is going to step in, just like he stepped in with this situation. Jason House has a lot of other stuff that he could be worried about. So let's see if he talks about what happened in Dalton and that school incident in this interview. Let's see if he talks about it at least.
Works the way it's supposed to. So you got to take some bad moments and to reevaluate, and then you look for your good moments and really highlight and celebrate.
Absolutely.
It's on Jed's
getting
YouTube.
Into the seat.
Yeah.
You already, with that same situation, had a challenge, and that was a small debate about buying the Pope's house. How was that process until you got to the point where you was able to get it done?
The process was...
You right, Plant Lady. All black people ain't like that. Obviously, there's so many people who don't act like this. And so you're right, I do need to stop generalizing black people. But what I want to do when it comes to the black people that do act like this, I think that we should really talk really bad about it, shun it, and not make this acceptable behavior. We have, because I feel like it's been reversed for a very long time in the urban black communities where, poverty is high and crime is high and all the other stuff. I feel like a black person talking educated, talking with sense, trying to reason with people, that's the stuff that people be like, ugh, who you think you are? You think you white. So I think that we need to switch it to where educated and, common sense is looked at as the norm and the standard. And people who talk crazy and talk like they don't have any sense are looked down and frowned upon and ridiculed, so. But you're right, that Plant Lady. I'm not generalizing about these black people no more. It's a select few of them.
It was new. I think our team tackled it together, and I think it's a good problem. It's a good problem to have. Where before we talked about transparency and just fighting to get the right things done, and now whether there's agreement or disagreement, we're talking about potential economic development for the community, proper recognition of Pope Leo, an amazing man. So while it might not be, we may not have pleased everyone. And we're not here. We're not going to be able to please everybody. We wanted to make sure we did things trans.
Oh, y'all heard that? It almost slipped out. He said, "We're not here to please everybody. They here to do what the fuck they want to do. That's what they gonna do." The only thing he know how to do it a little better than Tiffany is put a smile on his face while he doing what the fuck he want to do.
Transparently, there was even debate over whether or not we were trying to steal the home from the gentleman. We just were trying to strike a fair deal, while at the same time getting it down to a place that is affordable to the community. And I think we did a good job at accomplishing both.
The deal is done. You all got the house, but out of curiosity, any conversations with the Pope or the Vatican? Have you ever got the opportunity to talk to him?
Oh man, I would love to. I'm right now only spiritually, only spiritually. And God willing, it'll be a reality not only for myself but for our great community as well.
That would be great. So I guess the thing that I'm really asking you is how challenging has it been for you coming in as a new mayor? Is it what you expected?
If you haven't exercised in years, you have to start small with my beginner-friendly Tai Chi.
I
think it is what we expected. Of course, there's every day.
Normally, I download the video first and then put it on, but because he just did it, that's the reason why we got to go through these damn commercials. But y'all bear with it.
The phrase.
And I also agree with you. It is hard to watch Jed now. He makes me really, really irritated.
That keeps coming up is you don't know what you don't know. So there are things that'll kind of creep up from the previous administration, and as we go on and on, that'll be a thing of the past. So we want to make sure we build the right team. We continue to work together. I think probably one of the bigger challenges is that of course we all unified collectively. Everybody worked well, and some unified because there's synergy. Some unified against the oppression that we faced. And now coming into the new regime, there's still this kind of trying to make sure everybody keeps that same vision and focus, so that we can continue to really, really build and work with each other. I think that's been one area that I want to make sure that we keep at the forefront, and really highlight the great things that Dalton has to offer.
I asked a resident or somebody a little earlier who described the way things are going now as good, unified, and boring.
It depends on what kind of excitement you want.
Okay.
Well, for the resident, yes.
But the chaos, the media, the social media, all of that is over. Like,
God willing, that means we're doing our job. We want to have PG rated fun. That the fun that we were having it wasn't even fun. the chaos was a byproduct of necessity. But I still continue to say that I speak so proudly of everybody that stood up and unified, because in our scenario, it felt necessary to match energy.
I mean, obviously, if you're a fighter and you believe in what's right, and you are the only people that's representing the entire community, you are the trustees that were elected and put in place to support the community, that is your job to fight when something is going on that's against the community. And y'all, for a long time, didn't even want to fight. Y'all didn't want to put up the fight. The people had to force you guys to start fighting. The hell?
So we're appreciative of our community, and I say our community, our global community, not just.
And this is what I'm talking about. See, they not really about that life. And this is why they may not be the best pick candidates to be in office, especially in this moment, because he too soft. He a pushover who, or maybe he just quiet and he do a whole bunch of boss shit in the background, but they don't want any confusion and they don't want to stir up any type of nothing. but sometimes you got to do that to make change, and that was one of the things that the reasons why we gave Jedidiah a pass, because sometimes you got to shake the table up so that you can start seeing change. But this man,
residents of Dalton, but everybody who came and stood together against a lack of transparency and what's perceived to be fraud. I'll say perceived just to make sure that I cover all bases. But yeah.
Hey, we got Miss Grace Levi in the building. What's going on? Hey, and y'all do like Grace said. I mean, both Goddess Lena, do like Goddess Lena says, and y'all hit that subscribe button. Do that for me, please. All right. All right, let's keep going.
So, I mean, in that case, it was necessary, and now we want to keep things.
Oh, wait a minute, hold on. We got all in the queue in the building. Hey, what's good? Y'all make sure that y'all go to these people's pages. Go to All in the Queue, Miss Grace Levi. Make sure that y'all are subscribing to their channels. I don't know how long y'all been in here, because it definitely looked like y'all been talking in the chat. Sheesh, I missed a lot. Okay, what are y'all talking about? Oh, wow. Laura says I'm a mod for DL2. Well, I mean, you could, if you need a mod job, you definitely can help a brother out. The last administrator was difficult to work with. Well, we're going to look at the new administrator and how he was handling this, that video that we was watching earlier. But, you know, we got a little sidetracked because of this video. The trustees had a difficult time. As soon as Lacey was out, the house fell down day by day. Yes, it did. Before this interview, Jed was talking bad about Democrats. Oh yeah, he said the Democrats don't deliver. So I wonder, is this Democrat delivering for you, Jed? Is this Democrat doing what you say the Democrats aren't doing? Oh yeah, God is definitely, he steps in the time where you feel like, I guess this ain't gonna happen. Our police here in Dalton are better. My son just texted me that he wants me to be safe. Well, yeah, we definitely want you to be safe, Beth. So make sure that, you know, you're in a safe spot. You're not going out. It's not acceptable. We need effective communication taught everywhere. This is the reason why people are so mad, misunderstood, and lack of communication. Totally agree. That needs to be the status. Like, we need to start saying, look, you can't come here sounding dumb. As a black man, and that's the problem, there's not a lot of black men in their kids' lives that's, you know, a father figure. It's not like they have a 2-parent household in a lot of these cases. So you can definitely tell the black families who probably grew up with a better upbringing than the ones who probably grew up with a single mama who was, you know, trying to find herself while trying to grow up and raise herself, you know, while also trying to raise a kid by herself. So, you know, there's a lot of nuances to what goes on in the black community, y'all. So we have to give black people some grace, and we have to be compassionate to, you know, the circumstances that a lot of black people have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. But we also have to recognize that there's a lot more improvements that we are in control of that we can start implementing in our communities. You know, I don't hate Jason. I really hate that he did this interview. You know, and so when people start doing things that you don't like, you start looking at them differently, right? If I like Jed and he did the interview with Jed, I probably wouldn't even care, right? It wouldn't be a big deal. But because of the way I feel about what Jed is doing to the community and the way he's going out here, quote unquote, advocating, because he ain't really advocating for nobody at this point. I mean, we all know that this man is not advocating for anybody. He is using Beth, he is using Amir, he is using Ryan, he is using Super Producer, he is using Vivian, all as storylines and content for his videos. There's no advocacy being done right now. And Late Night Crew, he's using them as content for his videos. No advocacy right now. I don't know. How does he think a Democrat for Trump will really win? Jason is showing his true colors. Not a good look for Jason House to be with Jed. Now when Jed come back and causes chaos, all these meetings, let Jason deal with it. Exactly.
Just focused on the business at hand, focused on correcting correcting wrongs, making people whole that weren't whole before, and really being doing good government.
Okay, so I gotta ask Mayor House, because of everything we experienced, was she stealing? You see the books now. How bad is it?
You've never seen a pillow like this before. Have you heard about Dorilla Ergo? It's the cutting-edge ergonomic pillow that people actually look forward to laying their head.
It's bad. I'll tell you that. You know, out there.
But see, after 100 days, he hasn't formally came out and said anything about the finances. You wait until you get your ass on this interview with Jed to actually talk about the finances. You had how many meetings? How many mayor's reports have you had to actually speak out against what was actually happening with the finances? But if you ask me, he's trying to be real secretive about what was going on with the finances because they plan on continuing that pattern of whatever it is that she was doing. I'm just saying.
But one thing that for the first month and a half, I'll get emails from people that say, "Oh, congratulations! I'm so proud you won. And by the way, you owe our company $400,000." So I got numerous messages like that, and then I will reply back. I say, "Well, I don't think your congratulations was genuine, but we're going to look into all the money that we owe you." Okay. If we owe you, we still got to figure out how to make it right, and that's what we're working on.
But I guess what I'm asking is that.
Well, truthfully speaking, y'all, if we gonna keep it a book, if we gonna be completely honest, y'all, I'm not trying to be controversial. I want us to be critical thinkers in here. I want us to really just think about this situation. If we're being honest, the trustees could have did whatever needed to be done to make sure that $6 million grant came in so that they can pay off the bills. Now, I was told that the $6 million grant finally was released, and that's how they paying these bills off. But if that is the case, then that literally, I mean, you know, they could have did that while she was in office. I'm just saying. I don't have any proof that they finally got the $6 million. But I know that she spent a lot of that money before it even came into their hands. A lot of it was already spent.
And you looking at the books now as a mayor, is it different from what you you didn't know as a trustee? I was wondering if the books were different once you actually got to see them than when you saw whatever you saw, bills lists and things as a trustee. Was it drastically different?
Mostly different because we are starting, and I'll say we're still starting to get access. We were able to successfully, I think, Trustee Belchar and our administrative finance team were able to push forward and get we were behind from 2022 on audits. We got 1 year of audits completed. So we're going backwards 2 and 3 years to be able to create the right picture of what's going on today. So we have to recreate 3 years ago and also operate in a real time today, which presents a challenge. But we've been managing, and I would say within the next 6 to
Who's doing the audits? Is it still the Kasperic group that's doing the audits for them? Or who's doing these audits? And since we got 1 year completed, when is that audit going to be available for us to view? That's what I want to know.
6 to 8 months, we'll be much more current and have better information. So our data is still flowing, it's oncoming, but at least now we have access to much of the information. Now, we said as trustees, and it's proved to be true, is that all the documentation is not there. So there definitely are many months where we have credit card purchases that no receipts are there. So the things that were reported in Lori's report is very true. Even when she would say didn't have access to it, we still don't, because it's likely that.
I mean, that's another thing. Y'all paid Lori Lightfoot $30,000 to get information that y'all didn't have access to, and then y'all got all the information. So, it don't look like they really, after she got out of office, they just said, you want to know, we're going to let her make it. We ain't going to keep covering her. We ain't going to talk about none of the corruption that we found out. We're not going to talk about nothing that, now that we're in office that we have access to and can actually see. We ain't going to talk about none of that. And I feel like that's kind of like they doing a disservice to the community who fought so hard to put them in office and to get the information that Tiffany was hiding. Granted, I hear you, they don't have receipts and all the other stuff for a lot of this stuff, but I feel like they should have been more open and talked about this prior to this interview, almost 100 days in with Jedidiah.
Information was never properly stored, and I'll say properly stored as opposed to think. I won't assume that it was damaged, but I mean, whatever inferences people want to make. I know there's records that we should have that we don't, and some things we have to recreate. Some things we have to understand that we need to make a plan forward without that information.
It's going to be a very controversial time, Prima Donna, now that he is doing this interview with Jedidiah. It really starts to muddy the waters. And then people are going to start side-eyeing him just because of his affiliation with Jedidiah. So that's why I don't think that this was a good move for Jason House. I don't know. The jury's still out. It's TBD.
So here's something that I want to know, because now as the mayor of Dalton, that means that Tiffany Henyard, Kamal Woods, her parents, they are now residents of your community. So have you run into them?
You're right. Kiana was definitely the anti-Tiffany. She was the person who could go against Tiffany verbally. You're definitely right about that. And Jason didn't have to do none of that.
Have you seen your predecessor?
Want to dominate the stock market without risking your own money?
Not. I have not, but as residents of our community, they are entitled to the same great service that we want to give to anybody that lives in our town. So,
not irritate your spinal cord. I can't even listen because I'm trying to also look at these damn chat messages that y'all doing on here. Okay, Laura, we can set it up for you to be a mod. All right, let me get some of these damn comments out the way because I can't even pay attention to this damn interview. I'm trying to look at these comments. This is the only way I can watch the interview with you guys or Shay. I'm telling you, like, his voice is so annoying. And although I want to listen to what Jason House has to say, now I feel like I'm in a spirit to where everything that I'm listening to, I'm listening with a side eye to hear the inconsistencies or the hypocrisy or to hear some type of thing that I can pinpoint and be like, yeah, that's the reason why I don't like Jason House. And it's all because of this interview with Jedidiah. It's gonna leave a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths. It just is. It just is. So I don't think that this was a smart move for him to do. You know, jury's still out. I ain't gonna condemn the man, but this was not a good move for him. Okay, Ramona says she gonna help me come to Harvey. I'm down, y'all. I will set it up to where you guys can see. I'll get the itinerary, everything prepared, and then hey, if y'all want to do it, if y'all want me to come out there, I'll do it. I'll come out there. All right, but and the only time I'm gonna come out there is if I can be at a meeting. So I gotta go to the meetings and go to the public comment. So exactly, they need to leave Vivian the fuck alone, because that is the reason why. You want to know what? The way that he keep going at these people, the way he keep talking about Amir, the way he keep talking about Vivian, the way he keep... I saw the other day he had said something about super producer. He done brought my name up in his mouth. The way he keep talking, like I said, we the only form of content that he apparently has right now. He has no causes that he's advocating for. But if he's with the petty shit, I'm with the petty shit as well. And I'm very petty, if y'all haven't noticed yet, okay?
Boy, you black bitch, you bring that ass here, boy.
Okay, so, oh, okay, Karis, thank you for coming in. We appreciate you being here with us. And if you haven't done so, Karis, can you hit that like button for me? I am careful about everything I do. Live on a shared driveway, 4 households are watching me. My son dislikes these people. Okay, well, yeah, we definitely need to make sure you stay careful. This is just another ploy tactic for Jed and all, and Jason fell for it. Exactly. People don't understand that everybody that gets tied up with Jedidiah ends up taking some type of L. It hurts them. Y'all remember the Kim Fox situation? How she got tied up in all that drama dealing with Jedidiah. Seems, hey, what's good, Mike? Has Jed been advocating for himself? That's the only thing he advocating for, Mike, is himself. That's it. He ain't advocating for nobody but them pockets. Let's keep watching though, y'all.
We're turning a page on things that we might feel have been done wrong, and so because we really want to make sure anybody that may have supported Ms. Hinyard or supported myself, everybody is entitled to great service from their community, and that's what we're going to do.
But okay, so but at the transition, you and Tiffany, y'all know you didn't get.
See, I ain't even listening to him because I'm reading these comments. Oh my God, this is so hard to multitask. I don't know how Late Night Crew does it, because he be hitting every point that I be wanting to say about his ass. It's like he really do be listening to him, and he also be focused on the chat, and he be shouting people out during the chat. So I don't know how he does it, because I can't multitask like that. But that is a good point that you just brought up, the fact that I thought he was talking about me too. I didn't know he was talking about LNC. I thought he was talking about us because of the live that we had did on his ass last night. But I guess we are his enemies. He probably was talking about us all. I don't know. Jason could have done interviews with any other platform with content creators while he was campaigning. Now he's available. He's a joker at this point. I feel you, Lady Luck. I feel you. Cause Sparrow can't do the audit because they are running the finance department. Oh, okay, you're right. It has to be independent. Shanita, Beth didn't flinch that night that Jed was in her face. She is brave. I want to be like Beth. I know that's right. Kudos to Beth. Kudos to, I agree, Million. They are still not being 100% transparent with the community. Y'all listen, let's give it up to the people who have been impacted by Jedidiah, the regular residents of the community, the ones that ain't causing nobody to lose taxpayer. They ain't using no taxpayer dollars. They not going around here causing any crime in the community. But yet this is the person, these are the people that the advocate, the activist is going after. He not going after anybody that all the horrible things Zessie has done unbelievable. Yeah, he not going after any of the crime or the real stuff that's affecting the community. He's going after these residents. So I'm giving it up to the residents. Y'all are the real MVPs. Beth, Ramona, Prima Donna, all the people who, of course, the content creators, y'all know, but y'all are the real MVPs. So thank y'all. This right here is political theater. This is what we call political theater. So let's finish listening to what they got to say. And I'm going to take some time to just kind of look at the video. I have my comments on auto, so they automatically come up, but I'm gonna try to listen to exactly what they're saying.
Get a concession, conversation, a congratulations.
No phone call, no no mention.
No well wishes, no prayers.
No prayers. But I'm kind of particular about prayers anyway. So it's okay. I give well wishes to everybody. I think there were some people that politics pit us against one another that I had an opportunity to speak with. And just share that, we want to turn the page. We want to move forward in a good light.
Man, House, I don't plan on keeping you here for a long time. I want to kind of sort of rapid fire some of this. You got a new police chief now.
Oh, we are excited. We are so excited. Highly qualified, comes from the Illinois Training and Standards Board. And that was a great process that we went through. We had...
All right, so they have a new police chief. He has all these different accolades that Jason House just went down. So let's see what the police chief is going to say about what's going on with what happened with that daughter and somebody's mom slashing her up and stuff like that and fighting with a little girl. Let's see if they say something about that. The new police chief and the mayor, since he has time to do these casual podcast interviews with Jedidiah, he has time to just casually sit around and shoot the shit with Jedidiah. Let's see what his response is going to be to the stuff that's actually happening in the community.
Numerous, over 25 applicants that came in, and we're appreciative to everybody who was interested in serving our community. We were able to whittle that down, and they went through 2 rounds of interviews, as well as our HR consultant that assisted with really doing an in-depth search to make sure we got somebody highly qualified that is connected to our community. And September 2nd, please, we would love for everybody to come out to our board meeting on September 2nd, which will be his official swearing in. Chief Jeffrey Chapman already is
Chief Jeffrey Chapman. So we're going to have to do some research on Chief Jeffrey Chapman. I saw a comment that said something about he has a shaky past and they don't think it was a good decision. Okay. Mike says, I might be thinking of this the wrong way, but to me, the Lightfoot chapter was more about letting the community be informed by a neutral party of the horrible spending. No, that's exactly what it was for, Mike. I think it was done that way because otherwise they had no other ways to obtain the information, to get any access to the information. So they thought that by hiring Lori Lightfoot, she'll be able to give them a deeper insight into the finances because she was a licensed private investigator. So they were under the assumption that she'll be able to provide, shed light on all of the stuff that was happening in the dark. So that's what it was.
Is starting to make his mark, and we know there's much more to come.
Common sense, I agree with you. If he can, I don't say straddle the fence. I don't want to say straddle the fence, but if he can remain a neutral party and give everybody the same type of time that he's given Jedidiah Brown, especially with Vivian, who's went to every single meeting to voice her opinion, and she did not back down until Tiffany Henyard was out of office. I think that the least that he can do is do an interview with Vivian. Yeah, we're going to have to look into that background, Grace. We're going to have to look into that background and figure out what's going on.
Chief Chapman.
Correct.
Chief Chapman, and I believe that he has some service from the city of Chicago as well.
Absolutely.
I like that. So with that being said, is there, now that there's this shift in the administration, what are the dynamics like of the police department? Is the morale, how do you think the morale is going? Are things moving the way that you would expect for them to?
Morale, I would say, is improving. I would say that department, we got depleted over time. So for the officers that stuck it out throughout the entire administration, they are to be commended. They have
Prima Donna. He did an interview with he did an interview with Vivian. I've never seen that interview. I gotta see it if he did.
Had gotten to a place where we had to do mandatory 12-hour shifts. I believe we're still on those, but we are working towards getting away from that. So they're doing at minimum 12-hour shifts every day, tired, but still sticking in to do their best for the community. We got to a lower number than anybody would humanly like. Which is why you've seen at the most recent board meetings that we've been successful in hiring 8 police officers over the last few months. They are in training. I think they're doing a fantastic job. Now we have the Chief Chapman at the helm, who will look to enhance our recruiting efforts. So I feel morale just by virtue of having more people there for relief and to work together and pull one another up. I think that's improving on a team that I really know is passionate and eager to serve the community.
Man, House, have you gone ice skating on Just Ice Rink, and will it keep its name?
I have not gone ice skating. I have walked there. That is the rink itself. Obviously it cost us money that we could not afford. But with the rink being there, we need to find a way to make the best use of it. There are people that are out there that are skating. We just ask that they skate safely. And we want to make the most of some of the money that was not spent in the best way, but it's here, so we're gonna do it. We're gonna.
Oh, I'm sorry, y'all, but it's here, so they're gonna do something with this rink. I'm sorry, I don't even know if I said hey to Lady Luck Club. Did I say hi? I am slipping. What's good, y'all? What's good? We got Foxy 2, Roxy 3 in the building. We got Lady Luck Club all in the queue. Grace Levi, Random News. Oh my God. Y'all, thank y'all for coming through. At least, with all these big people, all these big names in my chat, the least that y'all can do is hit that like button. I know y'all can. Saint Cinder in the building. What's good? Reality Check Chicago. What's up? 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 What's up?
Pick up the file.
Yo.
What's up?
What you doing, son?
Y'all, thank y'all for coming in. I truly appreciate y'all being in here with me. So if y'all can do me a huge favor real quick, y'all know what it is. Just hit that like button real quick. All right. All right. Let's get back to the regularly scheduled program, but y'all got me excited. Y'all making me feel special. Oh, little old minion. All right, y'all. Open the link that you sent. Let me see. The link that you sent. I can't see it right now. It ain't showing up for me. I don't see it. All right, but now let's get back to this video real quick, y'all, so we can go ahead and get this out the way.
We're gonna make the most of it.
Well, I think that's pretty good. And I think I've heard you talk about the cohesion of you and the trustees. But now that you're the mayor and not the senior trustee, has the dynamics of you guys' relationship shifted at all?
Okay, so let's go back really quickly, y'all. We got a new subscriber, new sub here. Hey, what's good? New sub? Appreciate you subscribing. Tiki, I'm just calling you Tiki. Business, they would have had Jed ask about the school bus fight. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to wait for, to see if they about to talk about the school bus fight. They shooting the shit. Like, we really give a fuck about this information. Let me go back a little bit and let's listen.
Safely, and we want to make the most of maybe some of the things, the money that was not spent with in the best way, but it's here, so we're gonna do it. We're gonna make the most of it.
Well, I think
so. They don't know what they gonna do with the building. They just gonna make the most of it. People still skating. Ain't nothing really to talk about. They just probably gonna keep it the same way it is right now. Really, that's what it sounds like. We just gonna. It's there. People use it. It, like, in the words of that man that became really famous on TikTok. All right.
That's pretty good. And I think I've heard you talk about the cohesion of you and the trustees. But now that you're the mayor and not the senior trustee, has the dynamics of you guys' relationship shifted at all?
Not much. Not much at all. I mean, because ultimately there's a difference in maybe the responsibility. It's actually kind of odd for me in the meetings. I'm so used to having a vote when they go, so that when they call the roll, and I'm saying, well, what about me? But I think our dynamic, we learned over the years to work.
That was just supposed to be his joke. What about me? That was. What about me? Anyways, I'm just playing. I'm giving him a hard time, y'all.
Really well together. And everybody on the board has such a special talent that, so whether it's a Trustee Belcher with her background with finance and police, Trustee Norwood in housing, Trustee Tammy Brown's just professional and human resources. Can't overlook our clerk Allison Key. Ed Steve does his thing with the videography and communications. Trustee Stan Brown has really been that. Having the opportunity without the strain from the last administration. I think Trustee Stan Brown has been amazingly supportive of a direction to work towards unifying Dalton and really just make things happen. So I think we got the talented board and just making sure that everybody's using their skills instead of trying to be the one person having the right answer.
And of course, we'd be remiss if we didn't ask, well, what about Trustee Andrew Holmes?
Oh, I was
Why you say that with a smile? See, this is the shit I'm talking about. This is not no real interview. This is not no real interview because Jason came on there just to shoot the shit with this man. They not talking about nothing that's actually impacting the community today. They going down memory lane. And this man went and approached Andrew Holmes like he was about to beat that man down to a bloody pulp when he was at that meeting. Jedidiah did. And you mean to tell me now he want to smile and laugh? What about Andrew Holmes? What are you doing? You need to be serious. What about Andrew Holmes? Like, we need to know exactly what was found out. This is not an actual laughing or smiling matter. What happened to Andrew Holmes? Why is Andrew Holmes not behind bars? Why is his victim struggling to make ends meet, can't find a job, can't support her kids? Those are the questions that you should be asking this man, but they up here, look at this. And then look at this face that Jason got. What's going on with these lips? All right, let's just keep listening. Let's see what's going on with Andrew Holmes.
You know, I stay on the theme of people of the group that has been working together. So Trustee Holmes is still legally appointed and authorized to hold his trustee seat. So he has attended all of the meetings. He does his trustee activities. He's not been collectively working with the board, and he hasn't been actively working against the board. So it's there's I guess maybe there's an obvious strain or visible lack of cohesion at the moment, and that's where it stands.
And his term will be up in 2027, correct?
Correct.
27. So, I mean, I think that my question becomes if he's still there, and obviously you would have a majority rule of the board that y'all are working cohesively. No, let me ask it this way: is there any attempts at trying to open the lines of communication with him, or is he just kind of sort of just being there?
So why does this even matter? Who cares? What happened with Fania Dukes? Those are the questions that you need to be asking. Why hasn't he been charged? Y'all need I'm not y'all make it make sense. Are these the questions that somebody who really gave a damn about Fania? Are these the questions that, given the opportunity to speak to the mayor who works directly side by side with the man that abused her, are these the questions that, as an abuser, that you want the person that's advocating for you to be asking the mayor when you can't find a job, when you can't make ends meet, when you can't support your child? And then he had the nerve to try to congratulate himself. To pat himself on the back, said that within the next few weeks, Fania is likely to be going to have a actual credible job, 9 to 5. Like, that's a success story for her. Because due to INA, they were able to find, because she couldn't obviously find a job for herself. She had to call for the services of investigate and advocate to come and advocate for her employment to find her a job. All right, but let's keep watching, y'all. Thank y'all for being in here. I hope, oh yeah, y'all make sure that y'all wish Foxy 2, Roxy 3 a very happy birthday. It was just her birthday this past Sunday. So happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. I ain't gonna do it. But happy birthday, Foxy. Y'all make sure that y'all show her some love. And let's get back to this damn video.
I think, how would I put this? I think that strain, I think the last few years created a divide that it's better that for the board members that have worked together, that we move forward with what we see to be best fit. And I'm certain that he'll do similarly. He'll make his decisions, but I think that gap that created is really large.
I think what I'm asking is that if he changes his course and communicates, and I
see exactly like Reality Check TV just said, these are softball ass questions. This ain't no advocacy. You so radical, you like to cause chaos when you come through to make your voice heard and to get the message across. Where is the advocacy? Where is the radical? This is, I mean, you know, with all due respect, this is a pussy ass interview. This shit is, you know, sorry for those religious people that don't like cussing, but this shit is not what I would want my advocate advocating for me. This is not the type of interview I want him doing for me.
I got to ask you a tough question, and he decides he wants to run for re-election. Can he earn maybe an endorsement of the group?
Unlikely.
Unlikely, but not no.
Unlikely. I'm sure. I don't know. He and myself have had our own conversation, which I think will remain between us. And I don't know what communication he may have had with other board members. And of course, everybody's free to.
Unlikely, but not no.
Move forward the best way they see fit. But at this time, I would say unlikely.
So I think that another thing that people would obviously have in their mind is, since you've been the mayor, have you had any visits from our federal friends? Can you talk about that? Is there still an investigation? Are you cooperating with it? Is it nothing being done? Like
we've had no visits or nothing like that. I would assume that the investigation is ongoing. I say assume. Should anything come to the village attention, of course, we will be highly cooperative because that's our obligation. But we really are. We're focused on Dalton being the best it can be, and what steps can we take to enhance. We gotta pay back some people that we owe money to. We got streets to repair. I got trees to get cut down, and I'm reminded frequently of all that we have to do. So that's really our focus and priority.
Absolutely. What about the fire department? They need a new fire chief, correct?
We are actively interviewing for a fire chief as well, and we have been for the past, I would say, since we've actually started this administration. So, but we want to make sure that we're prudent, thorough, and get somebody. We want to get it right the first time. What I was told before, you hire fast, you suffer slow. So let's make sure that we get the right person in there, and that's where we're working to be thorough on that.
I have never seen someone between the ages of 50 and 60.
Oh my God, I hate these. I can't do these. This is why I don't watch videos on YouTube.
Mayor House, and again, I thank you for spending this time with us tonight. I think that one thing that I wonder, you're 2 weeks away from your 100th day. What do you feel? Do you feel like you've accomplished much, or are you still trying to get your bear?
We're actually over 100 days. You know, we got sworn in on May 5th. Yeah, so I say we're approaching 120. I think that I think we definitely have a lot of moments that we're proud of, and we got a lot more to do. So I can't rest until I feel like we've actually achieved the standard. We've turned the corner. We've got a year's worth of audits done. We opened the doors to Village Hall so that residents have access to their home. We've updated and improved our website, which adds a lot more content and makes things a lot more transparent. We've reduced number of lawsuits down by about 45 lawsuits, and we've acquired the home of Pope Leo, a childhood home of Pope Leo, as part of an anchor for our economic development and our path. One of the paths we see to come forward. Hired a police chief. We've hired 8 police officers. So yeah, I would say we, and I'm always big on saying we because,
because I don't want to be taking the fall if something happen. No, I ain't gonna take the fall if something happen. No, I'm joking, Jason.
Things that whether it's our staff are doing, the board of trustees, the clerk. Everybody really does well at playing their part. So collectively, all these achievements or accomplishments, I think that we really can be proud of. Oh, I didn't talk about the intern program that was run. 10 amazing students came, 9 young men and 1 young lady came for a summer internship that they had that was put on our Facebook page too, as well, just to celebrate the youth and provide an opportunity for them. That was run by our deputy clerk, as well as the 3 scholarships given out to students because of some of our networking with the Southland Black men.
And you know what, artist, you brought up a good point. His investigative team so good, so badass. These world-class private investigative team. And you couldn't get none of the facts right about this man. You don't know how long he been in office. You don't know shit about what's going on with this man. Just ill prepared. If Jedidiah was a real journalist, he would be fired.
Mayors, I think we have a lot to be proud of in 4 months. And every day I drive around and I see a lot more work to do. We got 4 years, and God willing more that we can really show what Dalton is.
Oh, that's right. Now you talking about driving around. So are you in the Tahoe? Are you riding in the Tahoe?
No, I am not. I specifically said I did not want. I was very particular.
Well, what kind of car are you riding around in?
Players ride in Tahoes. I ride in the Tahoe. Ain't nothing wrong with the Tahoe.
I don't got your kind of money, Jed.
So, Mayor, you drive yourself, or you have?
Yes.
Really?
Absolutely. Well, one of the things we talked about in the campaign.
This man not even a public servant. Man not even in office. Jed not. And he claimed he need to have a driver and a personal security, a personal bodyguard. So just imagine, what do you think this motherfucker would do if he went in office? If he got in office, do y'all not think that he would be riding around with his own personal security detail? Do you not think that he would try to get the best car that they had available to get? Do you not think that he would have his own beauty team doing his makeup and hell, at this point he might do the hair transplant? If y'all think that Jed would not grift as much as he possibly could off the community if he was to get in office, you might as well have kept Tiffany Henyard in office. If y'all gonna vote, if anybody would vote Jedidiah in office, they may as well have let Tiffany Henyard stay in office. He does the exact same thing she does. Uses other people's money to do stuff for other people and pretend like he did it. like it's coming from his own pockets. This man hasn't done anything for anybody with his own money. Everything that he does comes from donations. So, like, if you could do something with your own money, then maybe. And then he said that he brought up the fact that we were asking how he gets his money because he don't have a job. And he said that, you know, he's been blessed to not have to work for 20 years when just 5 years ago, you had a lawsuit because they terminated your dumb ass. And you said it was because you was bisexual and an advocate. This man. Okay, so let's keep watching.
And one of the best ways for us to save money, we have to reduce on overtime. The overtime was literally killing us. It cost us upwards of $1 million per year. We got to tighten our belt strap, and if I were to continue with some of the things that I was critical of, that's, you know, that is not a pass in the buck. We really are trying to make sure that we're changing the narrative, doing things more responsibly. We don't have it in the budget, and I'm not interested in having it either, to be honest, not for security.
The number one challenge for you as a new mayor right now is what?
Number one challenge, I would say right now is making sure that we find new funding sources that do not harm our village. So there's grant opportunities out there, of course, but grants come and go. That's not sustainable revenue that you can count on year after year. I mean, so we need to find real funding sources, and I'm primarily looking at our economic development that can attract more to our community, so that way we have repeatable revenue that can rebuild our streets, bring more public safety, and do all of those things without the need to put more burden on our taxpayers who already have suffered so much over the years.
I think that it is a phenomenal thing to have this update. Recently, Dalton was basically talked about in social media. When you see the things that are going on, what is your leadership approach as it relates to handling things that pop up on social media? Like the thing happening today. Do you have an approach to those types of things?
Oh shit. Oh, here we go, y'all. Here we go. They talking about what happened on social media, like the thing that popped up on social media today. So let's see if they gonna talk about the school bus.
Yeah, well, of course, we look at things that are going on. We vet it. We only work to address things that are directly tied to Dalton and Dalton's benefit. That's one thing, because the conversations can really run in any direction when you're on social media. So we want to make sure that, of course, anything that we look at is we have to research it, make sure that see how credible it is, and then make sure that between myself, the board, all of our employees, see, did we do the right thing? And if we did, we have to stand on the right thing. And if there's some room for improvement or something that we need to correct, address it swiftly.
If you hire competent people to do a job, let them.
That was a word salad response, because when you're asked directly a question about like something that happened today, why wouldn't you just say, well, what I saw was despicable and definitely needs to be handled with a sense of urgency. I haven't been able to get much more facts about it, but I definitely will be doing, our investigations to figure out what happened so we can respond accordingly. Like, he didn't have any remorse. He said, we got to vet it, see if it's like, what are you talking about? The fight was on the video. Or has he seen it? Or does he know what he's talking about? See, this is that softball approach to interviewing people. You're supposed to be the advocate. Why did he just come out and clearly ask about the incident that took place in this morning with the school and Terry Young refusing to take the police report? He should have been very clear in his questioning. And then he basically opened the door for Jason House to have this response that don't tell us nothing. Oh, look. Exactly. All in the queue just said it. Look. Jed should have asked a direct question about what he was referring to. Exactly. Exactly. This that softball approach to the interview that, like, what are you even referring to? Like the incident that happened earlier today on social media. Like, just be specific.
Do it. That is a quote from you as it relates to who you placed into the village. Is that to say that you take a hands-off approach as it relates to departments in the community?
Hey, have you ever been told you have enough?
Oh Lord, if one more commercial come on, I'm about to throw this monitor. No, I'm joking.
We take a team building approach. I'm engaged, but more from a encouragement standpoint. Because people have to have the room for their great ideas to flourish. And
yeah, I don't think that Jason knows exactly what Jedidiah is referring to. I think that's the reason why he's giving such these generic answers, because he's getting these generic questions that aren't pointing to anything specifically. Oh Lord, this is so irritating.
You hire great people, then they're going to come with a lot of ideas, and that has to be encouraged. But at the same time, everybody, myself, trustees, the department heads, everybody has to know what's going on, so that way we know that what we're doing is all part of the vision and the plan. So I'm definitely not micromanaging, but engaged. I think would probably be it.
I want to ask you a question for myself. Often rumor has it that INA brought chaos and drama to the community. So I guess I want to ask you, sir, in your assessment of things, do you feel that the advocacy that I brought, you didn't call me there, but do you feel like the advocacy that I brought, inevitably the organization that was created out of it, Investigate and Advocate, did we help in this village's position and condition at all?
Absolutely. Chaos existed before INA came. I think that what was done is the fight, not always pleasant, sometimes force things to be dealt with head on, and in many cases is uncomfortable. It's there are many times where I'll talk with you, say, hey, I know you did that. I wouldn't do that. I couldn't go that far. I wouldn't go in that direction.
But that's exactly what I was saying, that yes, he brought the chaos, and yes, he brought the drama, and yes, he brought all of that, but we were okay with him doing it because it was Tiffany. And like I said, I still stand on it. I'm still okay with what he did to Tiffany because she deserved it. She was such a bad leader, so disrespectful, so rude, so nasty. She deserved to get everything that Jedidiah did to her. But is his behavior acceptable in a regular, normal society, civilized society? No. Like, you gotta stay away. So I understand what Jason House is saying in terms of it was okay for the moment, you met the moment, but after the moment is over, you still keep. In fact, I would say you then heightened these crazy, chaotic, vigilante, lawless tactics that you use. The same tactics that always get you put in jail. It was okay though when you were doing it to Tiffany, and I'm gonna say it was. It was okay for him to do it to Tiffany. I'm gonna stand by that. I'm glad he did it to Tiffany. But now you gotta go, because you can't keep doing it to the residents. Tiffany's one thing, but these residents, that's where we draw the line, and you gotta go now.
And it makes some uncomfortable, and at times I will even say it made me uncomfortable. And
that just goes to show nobody was okay with your tactics. Nobody was okay with the way that you were handling yourself. They just did it because it was against Tiffany.
There's also when you're facing that level of just blatant disrespect for rules and laws, sometimes you got to meet people where they stand. So I understand the advocacy you did. I think was really impressive is that within I would say a 2 to 3 week period, you came, you hit the ground running. You knew everybody within the Dalton community within a 2 week period. By just being grassroots and meeting everybody. I know every encounter wasn't pleasant, but no, I think the advocacy in particular in our case was very helpful. So that would be my statement.
We'll take that. We'll take that. Okay, so Mayor House, people may have not seen the news, or they may not see the intense reporting and visibility.
Exactly. I totally agree, Tiki Child. Jason is definitely soft pedaling with Jed, because he could have said, see, this is what I'm saying. Both of these people, this is the stuff that make me side eye both of them. Because Jason could have been honest, open and honest about it and said, look, was it necessary for the type of situation that we were in? Yes. Under any other circumstances, would I agree with your behavior? No. And that's just it. Hard stop. That's it. That's my response. For that situation, it was necessary, and I give you a pass. But for everything else moving forward in any other regular scenario, no. I wouldn't deal with you. I can't accept any other behavior that you do if it's on a normal basis outside of what you did to Tiffany, because she was a special type of evil who deserved everything that she got. But let's keep listening. Yeah, but y'all right. He pussy popping, backpedaling and pussy popping
in the community. But if people wanted to help with the rebuilding, are there any things for the public to kind of sort of plug into now outside of the things you've already shared?
At the moment, we're asking that everybody possible continue to stay patched into our YouTube, social media pages, any efforts they think that they can assist with. Email the mayor's office. You can do a message straight through our Facebook page with any talents that people can bring to the table. As we get opportunities that come up, we're also posting them on our social media page for, we added some of our commissions, Police and Fire Commission, our Zoning Commission. I think those were opportunities, and there are going to be more to come because there's a ton of need. We just want to make sure we have the capacity to support everybody that's a part of the movement.
It wouldn't be me if I didn't, kick up a little dust. So, Mr. Mayor, it got to be stressful working all these hours, getting calls, dealing with all the drama. Is there a special somebody, maybe a first lady for the village?
On May 5th, I got married to the village of Dalton.
I thought I was going to get an exclusive. Okay.
Are you kidding me? Sir, are you serious? Just tell the people what you really like. Jason, you ain't gotta hide it no more. Come on out. You got more room out the closet. You got a lot more room outside the closet. Just come on out. Come on. Jed will hold your hand. Jed will hold your hand. Y'all can come out together. He halfway out. Just hold his hand and y'all can just go ahead and come all the way on out of the closet. It's dark in there. I'm claustrophobic, so you gotta come out, man. You gotta come out. Come out.
And I say she is beautiful. She is beautiful.
Okay, I get it. So y'all, you know what? I'm sorry, I might have just created a problem for you. Man is still available, y'all. So, well, with that being said, you're not having a driver. What has changed about your life though? Is there any perks to being a mayor except for just trying to solve all the problems? Anything?
And you know, this commercial couldn't have came at a better time, y'all, because I was about to pause it anyway. But ooh, excuse me. The crazy thing is that he asking about perks of a mayor when they got all this stuff that like real shit that's going on, the stuff that's happening that may be happening in Chicago, right up the street from them. You know, the stuff that happened with the lady in the school, the little kid in the school on the school bus. Like, there's a lot of stuff going on in Dalton and you're worried about the perks of being a mayor? That's all he worried about. He want to know what kind of perks can an elected official get? Because, you know, he tried to be an elected official 2 times. He tried to be an alderman, but, you know, wasn't nobody trying to have him represent them. They said, no, sir, you can never represent us. And now he trying to run for Congress, but he ain't never had his own elected position. So now he trying to figure out what the perks are.
Well, it's just a different position. I think there's more. It opens a different kind of connection. I would say with the community or with the residents. But I mean, I think we had that as trustees. So obviously the salary is more. The phone calls are more. The need for response is heightened. But I think that, and a lot of my trustee colleagues will say too, for what we experienced over the last 4 years, I would think it's more pride and ownership. I think for 4 years we were all board and the community fighting for inclusion. I think this is our opportunity to take it, but we spent a lot of time and effort in a position that is a part-time position. Both mayor, clerk, and trustees are all deemed part-time, and everybody put in far more hours than what a conventional part-time job. I mean, the mornings, the morning meetings, the networking with other communities, the evenings that we had to. So I think that we've done a continuation of where we started. So we got good training, and I think that equipped us better to start moving things forward as quickly or not. So all the things that I've listed in the first 120 days, I think we were equipped and prepared to bring some of those things to the forefront.
Amazing. Wait, did you start the day you was elected? I mean, when you was sworn in, you started that day.
Well, that was the first day it was official. Now, we did the ordinance on.
What kind of question? What? What are you talking about? You started the first day that you got sworn in? So you started on the first day, right? Shut your dumb ass up.
Mayor Pro Tem, even prior to the swearing in, and that was done out of necessity because there were many functions that were not being done that we needed to. So we have been doing some work even leading up to that.
Oh, so it's over. Okay, well, fine. I'm just trying to see. I'm trying to nail down why my 100 days is different from yours. But you should know.
He ain't got none of the, cause you got a piss poor, sorry excuse for investigative team that can't get none of your facts straight. That's why your 100 days looks different from his. Because you making all this money off these damn views and these damn people watching you and talking about how world class your investigative team is, but you showing us in plain sight that y'all can't do, that y'all are incompetent, incapable, and y'all can't do shit right. Y'all can't even get prepared for an interview that y'all are doing, a virtual interview with the mayor of Dalton, and prepare him with, correct facts. This is pathetic.
Oh, you the man.
If I was you, Jed, I would fire your whole investigative team. They all need to be fired because they are making you look like a fool. They're making you look like a goddamn idiot on this screen with the mayor of Dalton, and you don't have none of your fucking facts straight. You need to fire your whole investigative team. They sent you out to DC and you don't even know what the fuck is going on in DC. You relegated to walking the streets and trying to find people to talk to so that you can know what you need to do in DC, because you and your piss poor, bottom of the barrel investigative team couldn't come up with no itinerary, nothing for you to do while you was in DC. Yeah, it's funny, right? It's funny.
Yeah. I think that a couple more things come to mind for me, and I just wonder, like 3 more questions, Mayor House, and again, I would thank you for your time. Do the transition with the staff? How was that? I mean, have the people that are working there now been receptive? Is Keith Freeman a good administrator? I don't know where he's at. Is he still there?
Keith Freeman is no longer with the Village of Dalton.
And we know because I saw the new village administrator in this new video that we was going to be looking at until we decided to go ahead and switch over to the interview. But in this video that we were looking at the beginning of the live show, the village administrator comes out and we get a good glimpse of who the village administrator is. But
we felt that it was necessary to make a change at that position. I will say that there was a harmonious transition. I think that as he and the board began working together over the past several months, we were able to begin making some change.
This man said over the past several months as he was making his transition. This investigative team is so piss poor and ineffective and incompetent that the man, Keith Freeman, has been out of office, out of his job for several months. And nobody knew. None of y'all knew. And yes, y'all, we got Trina in the building. Hey, what's good, Trina? Yeah, this is crazy. And I mean, I saw that look, artist say, Keith been gone. What the fuck is you talking about, sir? Mike is silly. That's exactly the intimidation team, not the investigation team. Mike's stupid. He talking about he can't fire the damn team. He probably did the research himself. That's what it seemed like. Ain't nobody did no damn research. His team or him is really what happened. Didn't nobody even care to do any research. And then I saw a little artist talking about 100 days is in 2 weeks, though. That just goes to show you how stupid and ineffective and incompetent. If you had to rely on these this investigative team, if you wanted to really like hire them to get some information, this is what he do for his own platform. This is the gross, negligent, unprepared, wrong information that he spews out on his own platform. Just imagine if somebody hired his company to do some real investigative work. You couldn't trust none of the information that you got back from this man. You would have to hire a whole nother investigative team to investigate the information that you got from his investigative team. And the thing about that 100-day off is, the crazy thing about it is, he actually said, Jason House said that he about 120 days in. Jed says you are 2 weeks away from your 100th day. That means that this man was literally, 20 days plus 2 weeks is 14 days. He was 34, over a month off on how long this man has been in office. Over a month. Just to give you some context to that, in 3 months, let's say the average month is 30 days. In 3 months, that's 90 days. 3 months is 90 days. He is off by an entire month? Like, you're not even off by the 2 weeks. You're literally off by an entire month, because Jason said, I'm like 120 days in. So, this is, he can't make this shit up. This man is a month off.
Changes, and we're just looking at growing and enhancing.
Hold on, man, because I didn't expect that answer. Like, I need some tea. I just need a little bit.
You need some tea? What do you mean?
How was that conversation? I mean, did he willfully resign? Did you ask him to resign? Like, how was that?
Hold on.
A harmonious transition. I think that.
Oh my God, this is so funny to me. Oh Lord. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Oh Lord Jesus. All right.
As he and the board began working.
I mean, did he willfully resign?
And we're just looking at growing and enhancing.
Hold on, man, because
I will say that there was a harmonious transition. I think that as he and the board began working together over the past several months, we were able to begin making some changes, and we're just looking at growing and enhancing.
Hold on, man, because I didn't expect that answer. Like, I need some tea. I just need a little bit.
You need some tea? What do you mean?
How was that conversation? I mean, did he?
Why is Jason face? Look at Jason's face. He got serious. He went from laughing to. This is so funny to me. Why is he so serious now?
Willfully resign? Did you ask him to resign? Like, how was that? I thought. Did he want to stay? Did he want to stay? Did he show them? Like, how did that go?
No, it was very amicable is the word that I would say. Extremely amicable. I think as he began working with the board of trustees, I think we all knew that as the changing of the guard came in, that there would need to be a transition. So it was not as much as you may think that there would be a big blow up and fight and everything else. Extremely professional, conducted things well, and it's funny because I'll go. Sometimes I may go back and look at old board meetings where we were adversaries, and to the night and day shift that happened. But yeah, I have nothing but positive words to say as during that transition, and did a good handoff to our new village administrator.
Yes, the tea. That was a glimpse into how they talk off camera. What is the tea, honey? Clock it. How you do it? How you do it? Clock it. What is the T? He got a little comfortable right there. He said, wait a minute, hold up. All he had to do was a shimmy. Oh my God. He said, what is the... How you doing? Oh my God. This was too funny to me. They got caught.
Because you have...
Jason saw he was getting a little too comfortable. He said, ooh, I almost got out of character. I almost showed them the real me. Lord, let me pull myself back together. He got real serious.
Have a new village administrator. Wow.
Absolutely. Yes.
Was that day one? Did he kind of was that done immediately?
Yeah, our new administrator was hired 2 days after. So if we got sworn in May 5th, it was May 7th. We appointed the new administrator. The former administrator, Freeman, stayed around or gave assistance, I would say, for about 2 months to assist in a smooth transition. And now we're off and moving.
Wowzers. I got to give it to you, man. It appears that...
Oh my God. If I ever hear wowzers one more time from this man, wowzers. Who gave him that word? I heard LNC said that he was using that word before Jed, but I have never heard him actually use it on his stream since I've been watching him. So who gave him this word? Did he get it from LNC or somebody else gave it to him?
You know, you guys were hit hard by the storms, but reporting is that you guys worked really hard and effective to remove a bunch of trees and to get the community back to a place of stability after those storms. Congratulations. That's something that's being reported to us. How was that?
That's great. Kudos, Public Works team. Those guys work hard. I mean,
oh shit, happy birthday, Trina. Y'all, it's about to be Trina's birthday. Happy birthday. Yo, let's wish Trina and Foxy 2, Roxy 3 a happy birthday. Good. Happy birthday to both of you guys. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate it. To Queens. It's the Queen's birthday.
Work hard every day. They're up 6 in the morning. And in particular, I would say our first few months.
When your hosting plans go to PC.
All these damn commercials. Ooh, child.
With far less equipment than what a standard public works department would have. So there were a couple of chippers that were down. We were able to get repaired. We still have 3 more three more vehicles that we need to get up and running to be fully functional. So we had some employees that had to go out with hand saws and cut instead of having electric equipment. So you know, our pickup was not as quick as we would have hoped, but they're very thorough and very hardworking to make sure that we're able to do it. And here's the real tricky part in trying to do that is because we have our financial challenges here, we have to do it without overtime. So them getting the job done. Yeah, those guys, the work to do.
I definitely don't have premium. I know I need to get that little sound bite. That big. Yeah. Trina, you wanna buy my premium? You can buy my premium membership. I know you your house paid for out there, so you ain't got no real monthly bills. Pay for my premium.
I always commend our team. We're really working hard.
Awesome. Two more questions, sir, and then I'm done. I think that, I want to go back to the skating rink. Will it be renamed, or is it going to stay
interview ever end?
Good question. More than likely renamed.
Well, okay, but it didn't.
Look, how the hell I'm gonna ask you to pay for my premium on your birthday. Just insensitive, narcissistic, just self-centered. You know what I'm saying? Like, who does that?
It in priority. You got real other
Oh
things.
yes, we got a lot of other issues out there, but but that hasn't been finalized. But if I had to give my encouragement, I think we would change the name.
A lot of people, I would say, became civically engaged who may have not been before, and you have some pretty colorful residents who were very vocal about a lot of the things that they felt. Have they transcended that space? Are they now working more with the administration, collaborating, communicating, working on the board, or have they kind of sort of disappeared? What about some of the most vocal people we've seen? Where are they now?
Many have been working with it. There's God willing, we're not giving any reason for them to be angry or frustrated, but they are still available. They show up and really work their best using whatever skills that they have. So many people are still working collectively together. We get many phone calls, and they come together for all the community events and functions. We still have our tea with the trustees, extremely well attended. They really are just making sure that we keep the line of communication open so that everybody knows what direction we're going in. They still hold the board and myself extremely accountable because, just because the days changed, we still have to establish ourselves as a new administration, and the residents want to make sure that.
Trina, you think Jed be getting Airbnbs, or do you think he be getting motel rooms? What he be getting? Because I don't think he be up in Airbnbs like that. I don't think he'd be up in Airbnb. I could be wrong. Oh, yeah, that's right. 1 point. Thank you so much, Lady Luck Club. I'm so glad that you reminded me of that because I totally forgot. So you said 1.25? Okay, let's try that.
If we made a mistake once, we're not going down the same path, and the board is going to do the same.
Epic. Awesome. Man, Jason House, I'm going to ask you to do me one huge favor before I get off of the screen. I really, again, thank you for giving me your time. And you have been, we haven't talked much, but the couple times that I called, you're still responsive. I really appreciate that. But what I'm going to ask you to do, if you don't mind, is to just take 30 seconds. We're not going to do community questions and answers, but I want you to take 30 seconds and just kind of speak to the heart of the people who are watching this broadcast. A lot of people was on that journey with you. People contributed to your campaign, and people probably didn't know what was going on, and they got a good feel today. So if you could just speak to them for 30 seconds, I'll come back, and then we're going to wrap this up. Is that okay?
Okay.
Now you got the floor. 30 seconds.
Right. So I'll take my 30 seconds to say thank you to the residents of this great community for giving myself and my colleagues on the board the opportunity to serve, well, for me to serve and for them to continue to serve. We're going to continue to work hard daily to make sure that we make our community proud. We want everybody to be included, uplift one another, and really just show our best side. That's our message. We say we're changing the narrative. I feel that narrative has been changed, is ever changing, and is ever changing for the better. As a resident for over 30 years of my life, I know what our community was, and I know it can be even better, and it will be, and that's our mission and our mantra. So, as we always say, Dalton United. Because I can't get the response back, I'll do the beginning and the intro, the end. DU. I'll ask people to say So when you hear us say that out in the public, you gotta. I need to respond. Okay, you can join in there. Come on, Dalton United. DU.
What happened to Dalton Rising? Y'all just trashed our little. No, just playing. DU.
So you trying to stop us from being united? That's what I mean.
Damn you.
Here, look, he laughing, but he's serious. He laughing, but he's serious. That man trying to keep y'all from being united. I'm telling you. Because that's exactly what doing this interview gonna cause y'all from being united.
In my damn hashtag, damn you.
I know how to get you off the background.
I think that's one other thing that just came to my mind, and obviously you're still fresh. You're loving being the mayor. You're doing the job. But is there, like, just down the line, is there any thoughts of ever going to higher office beyond Dalton? I think you're a great guy.
No. My position is that I just became mayor. I'm going to focus all my time and energy on being the best mayor that I possibly can be. I would have to earn the right. I feel like as a trustee, I did a good enough job. I was grateful for the support of my peers, so I earned the right to go after the mayor seat. And similarly, I work in the same vein. As a mayor, I'm a rookie mayor, learning the ropes still, doing the best that I can, and I need to earn the right before I can even consider or look at anything like that. And I need to build up a resume that will support it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the newest mayor of the village of Dalton, Mayor Jason House. Again, thank you so much for your time, and I hope that you have an amazing day. We're praying for you and we're rooting for you.
Thank you. I appreciate
you. All right. Now that we got that out the way, because I'm not about to listen to shit else